friends, welcome back. Today it is Stamp It Like It's Hot and we are ombre stamping. It is also day 2 of Christys Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches series 14 and I'm going to be using Vicky Boutin's colour study. Please don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and also if you enjoy the video, hit the like. Please comment to let me know what you enjoyed, and if you're not sure what to say, pop a scrappy emoji. So I'm starting by stamping the title here. So as I said, it's ombre stamping today. We Stamp It Like It's Hot. Um, I do start to put Land's End down and then think, oh, wait a minute, the photos are John O'Groats, not Land's End. And then I'm like, well, I can't do the title as John O'Groats. It's obvious it's John O'Groats. A big John O'Groats signpost is there. So let's go with Land's End 2. And then you've got, Land's End to John O'Groats, which is the big charitable challenge thing that lots of people do in the UK. So I've gone with Land's End 2. So I've got 4 distress inks here in green because the paper I'm using from Colour Study is also an ombre paper in green. So stamp the first colour where I stamp over, ink up the whole stamp. I've then gone about 3/4 up with the second colour, halfway up with the third colour, and then a little bit at the bottom with the fourth colour. You can't really in the images see any difference at the bottom, but on the actual finished project, when you've got the layout in front of you, you can actually see it's a little bit brighter along the bottom. So let's see if you spot my mistake before I did with end. And so I'm just putting end here and then the 2 and a full stop. Have you spotted my mistake? Let's see if you do. If you have, let me know in the comments if you spotted it before I did, because I haven't spotted my mistake yet. So yeah, so with having the grid paper on the bottom, it does mean that I can line my card back up to the same spot I had it originally to then get the end, end 2 dot where I want it. So there we go. I've just spotted my mistake. Did you see? I've done the E backwards to try and decide what to do, and I'm like thinking about it again here, and I'm like, I'm just going to go with it. Just let's make it a feature. Let's make it, on purpose, because we're going back to John O'Groats. So just getting my 3 inks there for the ombre stamping onto my letters. I do then move the full stop over, so I'm making ellipses, so I've got dot 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 at the end. Now I could have just gone with the last colour, but because that bottom quarter of the letters is a build up of the 4 colours, I felt I still needed to do that build up of the 4 colours to get the same depth of colour with those dots, so it didn't look out of place with the rest of it. So now I'm going to do the circular element, which is where the title block is on the sketch, and I'm doing that with my when I got this Memory Keepers, so We Are Makers circle cutter. I'm just making sure everything's lined up to the 6-inch line on there, because that's how wide I want the circle around it. And I'm just going to cut it out and then just cut it straight under the end. So if I've got a semicircle rather than a full circle. So after I've done this semicircle, I do get some of the purple paper that I've already cut out on the layout, and to do a border around it. So like on the sketch on the title block, there is a border around this title block. Now with the circle cutter, I cut the largest circle, so this is 6 inches on the semicircle, so I want a 6.5 inch border with the 6-inch bit cut out at the middle. Now I cut the circle first, 6.5 inch circle, and then try and cut the 6-inch out of the middle to give me the ring to go around my piece. I could have just matted it on the 6.5 inch circle, or if you're going to do this and want a ring, I would suggest cutting the smaller one first and then cutting the larger one, because I really struggled. I cut all it out because I really do make a pig's ear of it. So just also now cutting a 1/4 inch strip to go along the bottom of this piece. So I stick this directly on top of the title piece, and I have it overlapping a little bit, so there's something for the ring to adhere to, but I do get some washi to attach it around the edges. You'll see me doing that here now. So I attach the ring with a bit of washi around the edges, and then I've made sure the overlapping bits on the bottom of that strip are behind the ring, so it does kind of give a, it's got an anchor point on that ring, and somewhere for me to cut straight to as well when I'm trimming it off. So here we have the papers I've chosen. I have pre-cut these before I got going. There are photos there which I've just got upside down because these have our travel companions in who do not wish to be on my socials. So I start off by having the photos upside down and then find it really difficult to embellish with not seeing the photos facing me. So you'll see in a minute I do actually cut out some scraps from that piece I cut the circle from, to cover that up, to cover them up. I am cutting 1/4 inch strips here for my journaling. Now I do initially stick everything down a little bit too high, so I do bring it down a little bit because it's supposed to be over that green strip on the bottom. I think I've told you this is Colour Study, isn't it, from Vicky Boughton? So I have chosen, so the green strip at the bottom is the B side of the multicoloured stripe strip that's on the very bottom, and then I've used the same purple for those diagonal bits coming out to either side to then bring, I've got that colour in with the title block. That's why I chose that colour for title block, because it's there. That's actually the shade of purple my hair used to be. I really need to get my hair redone. I'm going to the Paper Fox weekend retreat this weekend, and I got a message yesterday by the lady who's going to be sitting opposite me. We've been Facebook friends for a long time, but I don't think we've ever actually met in real life. And we bonded over our love of purple hair. So it'll be really nice to meet her later today, actually, when I'll be at the retreat, and yeah, I'll be meeting her. So yes, so just sticking everything down. I think we are coming. Yeah, we're coming to embellishing here. So with how I've done the title, I ended up with the end two being a little bit further over than I meant it to be. I meant it to be more central. But then I thought, you know what, it's a really good place to anchor an embellishment cluster. So it looks like I left that really big space to the side of Land's End and on purpose for an embellishment cluster. So it really works. This is a bit when I decide, you know what, I need to see the photos to be able to embellish. So I have, as I said, cut apart the scrap piece that the circle was cut out of to pop that over the photos. During 30 days, actually, I'm going to have quite a few layouts to do from this trip. I'm trying to finish my Scotland 2023 album and my Cornwall 2023 albums, and there are a few photos in both albums, these travelling companions. So I do need to. You will see a few photos with people covered up. Um, so you see me there just hiding whilst I lifted that piece up to make sure I'm not covering anybody up in a photo. Um, so yeah, it's I did originally just not scrap on camera anything that had these friends in, but you get to a point when you know what, I'm recording everything I scrap just because I enjoy the process. Everything apart from the whole editing process I enjoy about sharing what I do on social media, on YouTube and Insta. So I thought, I'm just going to find a way to cover them in the photos. So, and they're happy with that. They're quite happy for photos with them in to be on, as long as you don't see them. um, okay, so I'm just shaping the edge of the bulldog clip. I think it's Christys Beautiful Life that I saw doing this in a video she did the other week, which was actually a scrap lift of one of mine. She does a scrap lift Sunday with a few friends, and they scrap lifted a layout of mine from a few months ago. And she shaped the bulldog clip to before adding it to the page, and I thought, you know what, I don't know why I don't do that. I just stick the end up on 3D foam, and actually I really like the idea of shaping it. So I've done that here before I put 3D foam behind the handle bit. So I'm just going through the die cut ephemera here now as well. I have just noticed I don't put another vellum piece over on the right hand page. So I might have to find a little something to add there. I really like those multicolour glasses as well, and it's like, I'm being quite precious about only putting embellishments that make sense on layouts, and I'm trying to stop doing that because there's so many embellishments that don't get used that I love. So like butterflies, on a Land's End layout. Um, it wasn't exactly yet butterfly weather, but I was like, you know what? I love those, so I'm going to put them on in the moths. So yeah, the psychedelic glasses went on too. Just adding some little words here. There isn't long left in this, so I just need to mention that there is a playlist for the 30 Days of Sketches linked below, and there is also a playlist for Stamp It Like It's Hot. Stamp It Like It's Hot playlist will have each video each month in there, so it's a playlist with every technique we do throughout 2024, so it's a 2024 playlist, and the 30 Days Sketches playlist is for the whole of series 14 as well, so you'll see lots of things in there for the different sketches through the month, and check out the 30 Day Sketches Facebook group as well for all of the sketches and any layouts people are uploading who don't usually share them elsewhere. Just adding these puffy arrows as well, I love these, and I think this is the bit that kind of makes me get away with putting the E the wrong way around because I'm like pointing that way. So yeah, okay, so nearly done. Thanks so much for watching. See you again soon. Take care.